babies. Hi, babies. Let's get over here. Come on, baby. Over here. Come on. Yeah, I know that's my spot. Hi, everybody. It's been a while since I've done a little girl chat thing. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. I see you, baby. I love you. Lay down. You too, Capone. Okay. Um, Tonight I want to do one on um, taking care of yourself. Okay. Um, we as women, we tend to take care of everybody but ourselves. And so I kind of wanted to make this one to where, oh, I don't know, you think about just doing for you, doing little things for yourself. Oh, say you've had a rough day at work or day with the kids, husband, wife, girlfriend, husband, whatever the case, you've had a day. Or you just need me time. It's so important for you guys to do this. You really do need to do this. Um, Go, do little things for yourself that really make you feel good. Whatever it is. One of the things I love so much is candles. I have always loved candles. To me, when you have a room darkened and you have nothing but candles on, it is the most magical, to me, it's such a magical feeling to see that light flickering, that soft glow, that yellowish glow. It's so pretty, comforting, and so, to me, it's just so relaxing and so magical, very magical to me. Um, and, you know, there are so many different scents. Always get scents that are relaxing. Don't get food scents, scented candles, because then your mind goes to food. Those ones that smell like cookies or cakes or pies or whatever. Your mind goes to food. Don't get those when it's time to relax. Leave those for when you're cooking, or maybe you just want the house to smell like, cookies cooking in the fall or something. Other than that, get the kind that are just relaxing, a scent that relaxes you, and have them going and give yourself that time. I think it's so important for us women to carve out a little bit of time for yourself, even as little as half an hour, if that's all you can fit into your day or your evening. Maybe you've got kids and you don't have time all day to take some time out. Well, once they go to bed, you need to learn to take some time for you. If you have a husband or a partner, and you're like, oh my gosh, I keep having to give attention to everybody, you need to make everybody in your life, your kids, and if they're old enough, and your partners, understand that you need some me time. You need time to just chill, calm down, relax, kind of forget everything from the day, because we're all going through something at some point in our life that is stressful or upsetting or just, too much, overwhelming, whatever it may be. Even something happy can be very stressful. So you need to carve out your time. Go get yourself some candles. Get yourself little things that make you feel good. One of the things that I love to do, I am a thrift store person. I love, 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 love going to a thrift store or like a flea market, because I love to get things that I know are unique in the sense that it's not sitting in a store where, 50 other people can walk in and buy it right after me. I love picking out something, you go into a thrift store especially, and you see this neat little piece, this a candle holder or a figurine or some knickknack or something that just calls you, and you're like, oh, I've got to have that. And you get that. I've done that for years and years and years, and there is nothing I love more than to look at something and know that that thing just kind of called me. It's like, you need to take me home, and I love that feeling, and it's unique. It's not something that everybody's going to go buy right after you when you walk out of the store because you just got it. Go out, like for instance, I'm going to show you real quick here. Let's see if I can crawl over here on the bed close enough. But this little candle holder, see this? I'm going to put it up close here. It's glass, it's wrought iron, and it's glass stars. So of course when the light shines through, you see these pretty stars. It looks really pretty when the room is dark, and I love that. Another little one I got at the thrift store, which I absolutely love. I'm going to show you. On one side it says dreams, the other side says wishes. See, there's two sides here. And this one says dreams. and it's so cute with the little heart and the candle. Move, baby. Move, kitty witty. That's my spot. So, you know, go out and do things like that for yourself. Uh, Maybe, well, let's see, like me too. The other thing I love is a fantastic shower gel, you know, or bubble bath type thing. go go get something that makes you feel really good when you use it when you're showering or bathing. The scent, the smell, the feel of it. And one of the most wonderful things to do. I'm not a bath person anymore. I used to love bubble baths. I don't know what happened. I don't really care for bubble baths anymore. I like showers. But one of the most wonderful, relaxing things is to just light one, you know, good sized candle in the bathroom while you're showering or taking a bath, and it just illuminates that bathroom, excuse me, in such a soft, beautiful, relaxing light, and then it flickers. You see it on the walls. Oh, I just find that so relaxing. And now that my kids are grown and gone, and I'm living alone on my own, I'm having to learn. This is the first time in my life, I'm 57, that I've ever lived alone. This is the very first time, starting in April. This is the first time that I started, you know, lived on my own. And I've had to find things to do to occupy my time, things to do to comfort myself. You know, when you don't have somebody there, I had 5 kids. I was used to having, you know, a child around at some point. Well, my last one moved away a little over a year ago, and I am divorced, so I'm single. Unfortunately, don't have a guy in my life at the time, at this time. But I'm having to find things to do to keep myself occupied, or to comfort myself, or to just calm myself, because I am, you know, going through some stressful stuff right now. You know, trying to find work. I'm a caregiver for the elderly, and the house I'm living in right now, in fact, belonged to the last lady that I took care of, and when she passed away, her family let me move in here. So I'm finding ways to calm myself, comfort myself, even for something as simple as, like, say you're not feeling well, you got a cold, or you're just not feeling well. Maybe it's female stuff, or you broke up with somebody, whatever the case may be. You know how it all goes, ladies. And so you've got to carve out that time for yourself. You know, make it a point to do it, whether it be at home with your candles and relaxing in your bath or shower, whatever, or just relaxing somewhere in the house, or going out to buy yourself something special. And I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. I am all for shopping therapy, believe me. And you don't have to have a lot of money. You go to the thrift store, go to flea markets, things like that, and you can find things for nothing. I mean, there is nothing I love more than to find something that is so unique and beautiful, and people come and they say, "Oh my gosh, that's so pretty," or "That's so cute. Where'd you get that?" And I say, "Oh, the thrift store. It cost me a couple bucks, you know." And they're like, "Oh, wow." It is so relaxing to me, and so enjoyable to do something like that. So you need to take the time to carve out something, a space in your day, as often as possible. I know there are days when you can't, for whatever reason, but you need to make it a point to do that, because if you don't, you're going to get burned out on everything in life. Your husband, your partner, your kids, your job, your whatever. You're going to get totally burned out to the point where you don't enjoy anything. So you have to carve out that time. Some people find joy in cooking. You know, they like to bake or whatever. So, and I enjoy that in the fall. Like in the fall and winter, I have to admit I love to do that kind of baking and cooking and all that good, warm, comforting stuff. And with fall coming up, I can't wait for fall. I love fall. You have no idea how much I love fall. It's my favorite time of the year, with, you know, Halloween coming and all of that. I love Halloween. That's my favorite holiday of all. I think there's a little bit of a Wicca witch in me that I don't even realize, or I have realized for years and years. I think there's a little bit of that witch in me, because gosh, when as soon as October 1st hits, bam, I am just like, something happens to me. My spirit changes. Everything changes. I'm just like alive. I feel alive, knowing it's the month of Halloween. And so um, I find great comfort in things like that. And maybe you get some nice scented oils, you know, uh, to either put on you, or to put in your bath, or to put in a candle. And you have these wonderful scents going around you. They relax you, they calm you, they make you feel good. And you need to do that for yourself. Maybe you want a new hair color. Go get it. Try something new. Get a manicure. Um, or just, I for one, I don't like manicure to have somebody else do my nails. I can't stand it. I tried it once. It's just not my thing. I like to do it myself. So I have, it's disgusting, but I have so many nail polish colors, it's not even funny. But that's a treat to me. And to me, to be able to go and get something like a, $3 or $4 nail polish, or sometimes a $2, $1, depending on the type I get, it's a neat treat to look at that on my hands, and it just looks pretty, and I love it. And it makes me feel good about me, doing things for me. Give yourself a nice little facial. Do all these little things for yourself that you make you feel good. Because I'm telling you, ladies, we take on so much in so many ways, and if we don't take that break, it can actually make you sick. It can actually make you feel physically sick if you don't just take that time. And one of my favorites is to light my candles. I mean, yeah, I love to go out and buy things and stuff like that. It's enjoyable. But when I want that real kind of calming, feeling of creating a space for myself where I feel completely, what would the word be? Just relax into myself. I find the candles and the scent of the candles so wonderful. I just love it. And you sit sometimes. Sometimes I will just sit and look at the flickering light, fire on the candle. And that in itself is so relaxing. It's so magical. It feels so good. And ladies, you need to do this for yourself. Find those kind of things that make you feel good. Make your surroundings very comfortable. Make them where you feel that you love being there, that you just love the area you're in. And it doesn't matter where you are, just do it. Take care of you, whether it be your room or your whole house or whatever. Find a space in a house or wherever. If maybe you're just renting a room from somebody. Make a space in that little room. Crawl on your bed, do your nails and feel good. Do them by candlelight, even if it's during the day, of course, so you can see your nails or whatever. But have your candles going. Make it a magical little place. And I say the word magical because I really believe we are lacking in that magical feeling. Remember when you were a child and you had so much wonderment, and you had this magical sense about things. When you go into the woods or the mountains, you're little and you're thinking you're going to see a little fairy or a leprechaun or, all that stuff when you were a child. You need to bring that back. You need to get that feeling back inside of you to bring yourself alive again, to bring yourself to a very peaceful and healing place, because we get so wrapped up in everyday life and taking care of everything and everyone, and we lose that childlike innocence, that childlike wonderment inside of us. And I see that. You can see that in some adults. They've lost it completely. They're like these hardcore adults. That's the only way I can put it. They have no childlike quality. They have no childlike humor, nothing. They're just like these robots getting through life as an adult. And I just don't think that's the way to live. And ladies, there's so much that we can do, especially as women. You know, women love jewelry, they love nail polish, perfumes, body lotions, shower gels, trying new shampoos and conditioner, all this, female stuff. I love it. I am so, I thank this universe that I am a female. I'm so glad I'm a female. I can't even tell you. I'm so very grateful because there's just so much that is available for us to do for ourselves and to feel good about ourselves with. And the more you do this for yourself, the more you're going to connect to yourself, the more you're going to, feel what's going on inside of you and maybe what needs to be changed or worked on or healed inside your heart, your soul, whatever. You do these little things and you start connecting back to yourself a little bit more and getting that childlike quality back, and getting some wonderment back. And it's so simple, just for me, like I said, candles do it for me. They make me feel, and like my little lights right here, my little what I call fairy lights. They're actually just white Christmas lights, but I have my little fairies hanging from them, and it gives me that little that magical sense, a little magical sense of the light, the soft glow, and all of that. And I want you ladies to do this. I want you to get up tomorrow. I want you to think of what can you do for yourself to carve your little space out of the day, your time. Like I say, even if it's half an hour, something that you can do just for yourself. Go get yourself a beautiful candle. Go get yourself something that brings you relaxation. And hit those thrift stores, ladies. For those of you that are struggling on a budget, and even those of you that aren't, there have been, I had my up and down times in life with a good amount of money, with not a good amount of money. Even when I had the money, I still got a thrill out of going to thrift stores and flea markets and finding gorgeous, beautiful things or cute things, whatever, for nothing, for dollars. I just find that so much fun. It's like the hunt, the thrill of the hunt. You get out there and it's like, oh my God, look at this beautiful thing. Oh, I can't believe. Oh my God, it's $2. Wow, it's just such a good feeling. Just the thrill of the hunt. Gather your friends up. Gather some friends up. Go to a thrift store. Go to a flea market. Have a goal in mind to find at least one thing that makes you feel that childlike quality inside of you. That thrill of, oh my gosh, I love this. This is so pretty or so cute. Something that makes you have that kind of a magical feeling again. And then, have times when you get together with your friends. Maybe have a night where a Friday or Saturday night, whenever you guys all have your free time, get together, get in a room, in a living room or a den, and just light candles. No other light at nighttime, just your candles, and sit around and laugh and talk about things. Maybe cry if that's what you guys need to do. Maybe you're going through certain things, and you can sit there and talk about, actually ask somebody, hey, what are you feeling tonight? Maybe that friend is feeling so sad. What are you feeling? Maybe that one's feeling very happy. And you express your emotions and you talk about it in your little circle of women, us goddess women. I really believe we are the goddesses of this universe. And you sit in your little circle with your candles glowing and you talk about whatever it is you're feeling at the moment, and it's very therapeutic. It's a wonderful feeling to vent and talk and express your emotions. And you're carving out some time for yourself as a woman to be just a woman, not a mom, not a wife, not a sister, not a daughter, not a mother, nothing. You're just being a woman for that time. I think that's really important for us to learn to do again. So do that for yourselves. I want you all to plan, this coming weekend, if you can, or whenever your schedule allows, because everybody doesn't have weekends off, but whenever your schedules allow, plan to do for you, whether it be by yourself, maybe you need alone time, or get some, gather a friend or two and make your little circle and start talking about things, just feeling those emotions and a therapeutic healing feeling. And I want you to make it a goal to do that. Get out there. Go to a thrift store. Go to the flea market. Find something cool and exciting. Don't just go to a regular store. You know what? That is so boring. You walk into a store, go to the mall. Maybe it's Macy's or whatever. Or maybe it's, you go to Walmart, Target, Macy's, all the different stores out there and the mall stores. You go out there, yeah, they have tons of beautiful stuff, and I think that's where it loses the magic, because you walk through the mall and it's like, oh yeah, that's pretty, that's pretty, that's pretty. You could go past every window and find something beautiful, and it's like, oh, okay, too much, and it doesn't mean anything. So you walk into a thrift store and you see all this odds and ends stuff, some of it's just literally junk, some of it's ugly as can be, and then you see this one little thing, whether it's a knickknack or a piece of jewelry or something, or maybe a cup or something that oh, that's beautiful. And you buy that, and there's something, oh, what is the word? It's almost, it is kind of like a magical moment, I guess you could say it is for me anyway, when I find something really unique in a thrift store or something like that, at a flea market. I look at it and I think, oh my gosh, I found this. This is so cool. I found this. There's not 20 of them lined up on the shelf for somebody else to get. And it's a good feeling. So gather some friends, or if you just like to do things by yourselves, go do something like that. Plan to take a nice bath or shower in the evening, before bedtime, with your most favorite shower gel, and put a candle in there and relax with the scent of the candle, the scent of the gel. You know, do your little body beauty, beauty body treatments in the shower. Feel good for that half hour. Just make it your magical time, ladies, because you need to do this. You need to recharge. You need to, it helps you cope with everything else going on in life too. I'm going through a lot of things in my life right now, and these are the times that help me cope through it, because I go through some pretty highs and some pretty lows with things that are happening in my life. And these little moments are what are helping me an awful lot. So I want you to do this. If you're sitting there watching this right now, okay, you're sitting there watching it, and you, maybe you've been feeling down and you're feeling kind of, just kind of out of it for whatever reason. You may not be sick. It's just, those times when you just kind of feel out of it. Well, plan to do something like this, and like my little buddies here, my little dogs. The other one, she's down in her little cat house. That's what she sleeps in because she's so tiny. Um, they come up with me, and sometimes I'll just sit here and just relax with my candles, no sound, no nothing, or I'll put some music on in the den real low so that I can barely hear it, some soft music. Like I like Parisian music, music from Paris. I like that kind of music. I love it. I was in Paris once many years ago and fell in love with that place. Oh my God, Paris. If you've never been there, you absolutely have to go. It is just the most gorgeous place. And so I will play the music very low out in the den to where I can barely hear it here in my bedroom. And with my lights and everything, my candles, it is so relaxing. It is so recharging. And I just let go. I just sit and I breathe and I let go, and just kind of what I do to relax is I picture a blackboard, like the kind in school, your chalkboard. I picture a blackboard completely blank, nothing on it. And I'm looking at that, I close my eyes and I'm looking at that blackboard, seeing nothing. And my mind just kind of goes down. It just, oh, it relaxes. And then I start letting good thoughts filter in, like I maybe picture certain things that I loved that I saw in Paris, or maybe certain candles that I saw somewhere that I think, oh, I'd love to have those, or a piece of jewelry, or maybe even a piece of clothing, whatever, something like that that brings you a relaxed feeling. Because I really am into the mystical, magical stuff, and that's why I think there's some Wicca or something inside of me. I've been this way since I was a teenager, and I love anything that's the mystical, magical stuff. I just love it. I always have. To me it adds a certain element to life, of a little bit of wonderment. Not everything cut and dry and scientifically proven. To me, that's a very boring and uneventful way to live. I still like to just imagine that this universe is everything is alive. I mean, let's face it, everything is alive. Even this bedspread, everything has energy. Everything that is around us has energy in it. And so you focus on that. You realize everything around you has energy, and it might sound silly to all of you, but I am so thankful for what I have right now that I wake up and I'm like, thank you bedroom for surrounding me and keeping me safe and sound while I sleep, and thank you blankets, thank you pillow for the comfort. I thank you. I thank everything. I really do, because I think of what my life would be without it, and I'm pretty thankful that I have it. And I don't have a whole lot right now. Like I said, I'm struggling financially, but what I do have, I'm very grateful for and thankful for. And so carve out this time to be thankful. Once you see that blackboard image where everything's, if I'm telling you, if you do this, you close your eyes and see this blackboard with no writing, nothing on it, your mind goes like kind of to a blank space. And you can let in what you want to let in and make it something beautiful and pleasant. Maybe if you're an ocean lover, picture the waves. Maybe if you're the mountain lover, picture the beautiful scenery, the mountains. Picture all these wonderful things. Or maybe if you're a shopaholic like I like to shop, I mean, I do admit I like shopping for certain things. Let the thoughts filter in of, ooh, I can't wait to buy that beautiful dress, or I can picture getting that gorgeous perfume that costs a fortune. I'm going to save up for that. And picture all these comforting, wonderful thoughts for yourself, while you're envisioning that blackboard of nothing. Just let in only the good things to fill that blackboard up with. And you'd be surprised how relaxing it is and how it brings you down. You can feel it bring you down. And another thing that helps relax me is sometimes when I'm laying down, I will just sit here and I'll just massage the side of my temples here just lightly with my eyes closed. I will massage my temples. And it enhances something. It enhances something. You hear the silence. You hear the peace. You hear the calmness. And then you see the lights and the and the candles. And it brings such a wonderful sense of peace. And you ladies need to do this. I want you to start doing this if you haven't been doing it, or if you're not doing it often enough, because it really makes a difference in your life on how you feel and how you get through the days and how you get through the nights and evenings. And if you're like me, where you live alone, sometimes you do have a tough time, especially at night. And I'm finding that by having candles on, and I'm going to be honest with you, just up until the last couple weeks, I was really struggling with living alone because it's only been since April. And I've been putting my candles on at night. And all of a sudden I'm finding myself a sense of peace, a sense of calmness, not aloneness now. It's not an aloneness like it was. It's still there, of course. I have my nights of feeling lonely and alone. I'm human. But I'm finding by having my candles going, I normally don't have the light that's over here on so that you can see me, but I normally have just my candles or just my little lights, one or the other, because two together it's too bright, but one or the other. And something about the soft light is in my own space, in my bedroom, in my own little corner, um, is bringing me so much calmness, so much peace. I'm telling you, this little star, this little star candle holder brings me such comfort when I sit. I'll put it over there on top of my I have this little, I don't know what you want to call it, but this little dresser type thing, and I'll sit it over there, and the room is dark, and I'm telling you, this gives the most beautiful flickering light going through this glass, and then the star shape, and it relaxes me. It makes me feel magical. It makes me feel goddess-like, woman. I feel so good, and I want you guys to try this because it really is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. And it doesn't take a lot. So don't think, oh, I don't have the money. You know what? You can take $1. And I know sometimes you don't even have $1. I've been there, believe me. But when you have that dollar, you can go to a thrift store. You can go to a flea market and find some little treasure that makes you feel good every time you look at it. And that's very important to do because life is hard. There are so many things. There's so many sadnesses. Oh my God, all you have to do is turn on the news and it's bad, 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 bad news. I mean, you look at on the internet, you put CNN, click on CNN, MSN, Fox, whatever. It is 10,000 things listed of bad, bad, bad. So that's the other thing that you can help yourself with is if you're going through a lot in life, stop watching the news, for God's sake. Stop watching the news. The news will destroy you. They will bring you down. They will make you depressed. They will make you feel like life isn't worth living. Do not watch the news. What I do is I click on my local news online. I don't watch them on TV except once in a while now. Like I might watch maybe once or twice a week to just kind of see if there's anything that I see is important. As soon as I see it's just going into the regular dribble of killing and murders and all these horror things, I just turn it off. I will get online and check my local news, pick for myself. Is there something that I think I need to know about? Something that happened, whatever. I will do that. I will click on CNN. I scan it. Okay, if I don't see anything that I think I need to know about that's very important, I don't read them. I just don't. It's too depressing. So stop with the news. Stop watching the news. They are the worst things you could do for yourself because they're nothing but 99.9 is bad. It's bad. So I know people get in the habit of watching them. You do. And if you are in that habit, if you can break it, you will see it's much better for your mind physically too. The stress, the sadness, when you watch all these horrible things happening with wars in the other countries and the things happening to the people and the children and things about horrible things that happen to animals and pets, you know, all these awful things. You may not think it, but they stay in your mind even after you've shut it and turned the TV off. It's there. So the more you can break away from all that bad stuff, the better you will begin to feel about yourself and your life. You've got to block it out. Yes, you have to be a caring person about what's going on in our world, but there's a difference between finding out information now and then and watching it every day. No, you don't need to do that. Stop the news. Stop it, people. Stop watching the news every day, every morning, every night before, oh, especially before you go to bed. That amazes me that the news are on late at night. You know, like here where I live, they're on at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. It's like, yeah, let's watch about who just got murdered, killed in a car accident. Let's just see what child was left wherever or was abducted, or let's watch all of that in our heads right before we go to sleep. Isn't that just great? No, it's not. Don't do it. Stop the news. And instead, find some time without the TV. You know what, people? There was a time I didn't think I could live without the TV. I had dish, cable, I had all the channel, you name it. Oh, I couldn't imagine living without it. Due to finances, I no longer have cable or dish at all. I have just the local channels through the antenna that you have to have now. Local channels. And you know what, people? I rarely watch TV anymore. And I mean rarely, because now what I do is I get on the internet and I find things that I like, not what the TV's putting out to me. Personally, I think TV sucks. I don't like TV. It's full of garbage. There's only a couple of things on there that I enjoy. I don't like TV. I think it's just full of crap. All these, you know, reality shows, these, you know, the biggest losers, these stupid bachelorette, all these dumb shows. I don't miss them at all. I never watch TV anymore. It's so rare. I get on that internet when I'm in the mood to see something, and I find what I like. I find whatever it is that makes me feel good to see, not what somebody's putting out to me from that TV that you tend to get latched onto. You know, you're like, you start watching it, and sometimes you're not even interested, but you get glued, and you're like, oh, well, I'll just watch it, you know. Or you sit there flipping. How many of, I know I used to. I would sit there with all these channels, 6, 7, 8, however many 100 channels, and I'm sitting there doing this, trying to find something I like, and I realized, my God, I'm spending all my time trying to find something I like, wasting my time, and getting stressed, actually getting stressed because I couldn't find anything I like. I'd be like, oh my God, I hate that show. Oh, that's so stupid. That is so old. Oh my God, how many times have they shown that? How many of you have done that? And you're stressed out from working that remote? I don't do that anymore. In fact, I don't even have a remote for this TV. I have to go do it on the thing up there. So, because it broke, and I thought, you know what? I don't watch TV enough to go buy another one. I just don't. So instead, I use the computer to bring me, like, for instance, Pinterest. Oh my God, I am so hooked on Pinterest. I'm using that as my, I've said it before in another video, as my vision board. Get on the internet. Find things that make you feel good. Pictures, you know, stories, good feeling stories, YouTube videos that are good. Like there's one um, that I watch now. It's called One Moon Mother, and I love her because she calls herself the real witches of Orange County. I don't know, but I love that show or her videos. She does things about home cooking. She does things about, oh, her and her husband, her life. You know, I love it. I just find it very relaxing. So now I've gotten to where I'm finding YouTube videos that are very comforting, that are enjoyable, that make me feel better, make me feel positive. And what a difference from when I would sit and watch TV and watch these awful shows. I mean, my God, TV just really stinks. I mean, the only show I really love right now is Modern Family. That show, I don't know, I love that show. But I'm telling you, you know, just start getting away from the TV. You know, if you're hooked on it, if you sit there at night, you know, maybe you're married or you have a partner, and you sit there at night and you're doing this, and you're just kind of blah. Instead, start finding things to do together. Turn that damn TV off and start finding things to do together. Like maybe, you know, go into the room together, you know, alone once the kids are in bed, or if you're alone with your partner. Light some candles, talk about things, maybe get on the computer together and find some videos that are neat to watch together that you enjoy, not just what's thrown at you. Start carving out this time for yourself, people. It's so important, especially with what's going on in the world. I don't know if you feel it, but I certainly feel some kind of a shift and a change is going on. Something is changing. I don't know what it is, but there's something changing. And with the stress of this world now, it's such an unsafe world. I mean, let's face it. You know, to walk outside at night, you're basically taking your hands and your life in your hands anymore by doing that. I mean, it's look at what we see. You know, you see it on the news all the time. You can't even turn them on. Like when I do turn them on to maybe catch up or see what's going on, it's like, oh my gosh, another shooting, another mass shooting, oh my gosh, it's just awful. So you need to find your space away from that, guys. And you will find that if you start breaking away from the TV, I know some people think, oh, I couldn't live without it. That was me. I remember when I was living with my son and we just couldn't afford Dish anymore. We had to cancel it. I went into withdrawal. I thought, what am I going to do? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, lo and behold, I started finding ways to occupy myself. I started finding ways to see things on YouTube or on internet that I actually felt good about watching, not all the crap on TV. And it made me feel good. There's so many videos on YouTube that are helpful, they're informative, they make you feel good, they bring you a sense of inner peace, of happiness. There's just so many, it's not even funny. And I'm telling you, you guys, you ladies, you need to find this place again. Find your little, your, your space. Find your little goddess inside of you, you know, light your candle, find that little space in your heart and your soul again where that little girl in you comes alive, you know, that little bit of you where that magical kind of wonderment used to be when you were young. You need to bring that back.